My sister, whom I'll call Dimpo, is an engineer. She is a woman that is very beautiful. I don't even understand as to why her husband has chosen to degrade him to such a lower standard. A woman that even white guys at the place where she used to work soon after university would fight over. The last time that I spoke to Dimpo, she was like, I wish that I had just gotten married to James, another white guy, an Afrikaner who wanted to marry her. I was not going to be in a mess like this. I regret, sister, she told me. It was in 2024 when she was pregnant with a second child. She made a mistake that I believed has destroyed her life. She felt sorry for my neighbor, Bobby. Bobby is from Lesotho. She was struggling, living in a shack, selling herself to any guy that has money. Dimpo, being a kind soul, she started hiring Bobby to clean her beautiful house. She stays in the gated community. She wanted to assist Bobby because our family, from our mother's side, she came from Lesotho and gotten married to our father, who is South African. So we are closely related to Lesotho people. So she just wanted to help, saying that this woman, I see our mother, maybe she used to struggle in life as well when she came to South Africa. She wanted to help her sister. But while Dimpo, my sister, was resting a pregnant body, Bobby was busy in the kitchen giving Corobella to Dimpo's husband, Joseph. As for Joseph, he is a medical doctor. As a family, we are even surprised as to why he is doing all of these things. The punishment that he is giving to my sister, it is just too much. He's a medical doctor. He is a man of class like my sister. They both went to university. They're highly educated. They have great jobs and great salaries. They drive beautiful cars. But for him to go into a shack to sleep with a woman, Bobby, who sells herself, it really does not even make sense at all when you look at it from the outside. But there is a lot of spiritual warfare that is happening, and I'm scared that my sister's marriage is going to come to an end very soon if we do not find someone that can help us. So since 2024, my brother-in-law, Joseph, has changed. He started disappearing for days. Dimpo would call him and he would say that he was at the hospital or on a long shift. But then we started to see his car. What he would do, Brother Nashi, him being clever, he would go to the hospital and leave his Porsche there, and then he would hire another car and he would come to Bobby's shack in the area where I am staying. It sounds like a lie, but it is the truth. A man who owns a 5-bedroom house in a gated community with air condition, a beautiful life, beautiful wife, beautiful 2 kids, would be sleeping on a floor mat in a shack. And this woman, she is always drunk, always drinking traditional beer. I don't even understand why something like this would happen to my beautiful sister. Bobby did not even stop her business because of him. This is the shocker, Brother Nashin. Whilst my brother-in-law, Joseph, will be inside the shack, when a client knocks on the door for a quick service, Bobby will literally move Joseph off from on top of him when they are having sex, and she will tell my brother-in-law, the doctor, to wait outside for 10 minutes because I have a customer. True facts, it is happening. And Joseph, a whole medical doctor, stands outside that shack like a small boy just waiting for a stranger to finish having sex with his woman. When the client leaves, it is said that Joseph walks back into the shack as if nothing has happened. He is under a heavy Corovella, a love potion. He told Dimpo to her face, I want 2 wives. He said, I love Bobby because she understands me. How can a woman who makes you to wait outside while she is selling herself understand a doctor? it is not love. I believe that it is the charms that she was putting in his food whilst Dimpo was pregnant. Bobby does not even hide it. She brags to us in the streets. She can even yell at you whilst you are passing. She'll be like, to me, if I fight with her, since we are neighbors, we can't avoid each other. I tried to speak with the landlord so that she can be moved and stop staying right next door, because it is very painful to know that your own brother-in-law is sleeping in that shack whilst your sister in the suburbs, she is crying for her husband. So even when I am passing with my husband or just exercising, taking a walk, she can stand there with her hands on her hips and she'll be yelling at me whilst she is talking to her other prostitute friends. She'll be like, Mahlatse, tell your sister to give up. Joseph is mine. I used the best roots. I'm from Lesotho. I put them in his pap. I put them in his tea. He can't even breathe when I am not around. Your sister has degrees. I have thick thighs and big labia. But if you want to fight with me, I am going to take your husband. Tell him to come in between my thighs and see that you are nothing to me. She even says that her boyfriend, who is my brother-in-law, has told her that my sister does not do anything in bed. It is really painful to know that they have these discussions about my sister, that she can't perform anything when they are in bed. The witchcraft did not stop with Joseph. It has followed Dimpom. It was in May of 2025. My sister was driving to a site visit for her engineering firm that she works for. Thanks God she has not lost a job. She is working from home right now. So after getting back into her career after the baby, out of nowhere, she said that she was driving on a straight road. There was no traffic. That was when she saw a massive black dog. This dog, she claimed that it was just sitting right there in the middle of the road. When she tried to avoid this dog, that suddenly appeared out of nowhere, because she looked at her speedometer and she saw that she was going 100 at 100, and she was afraid that since she was at 100, maybe if she would hit the brakes, the car will roll over. So she swerved a bit just to avoid this dog, but the dog just ran underneath the car and her car rolled 3 times over. Her spine was crushed. Now my sister, the engineer who used to be the pillar of our family, she is in a wheelchair. She can't walk. She can't even hold a baby properly. And we have been going to different pastors, and all the pastors that have been praying for Dimpom, they have been telling us one and the same thing. There is something that was done. It is pure Lesotho witchcraft from Poppy. She is the one who wanted Dimpo to die, but by the grace of God, she did not die. It is a very painful thing, rather, that we say by the grace of God, because the situation that she is right now, she can work whilst she is on her bed. She can work on her laptop, but she can't do anything for herself. Her husband is not even being helpful. Her husband just looked for a maid who looks after him, because she needs someone to help her out of bed. She needs someone to go with her to the toilet. And on her own, she can't do something like this. The quality of her life has been severely diminished. It is very painful. On a daily basis, I just go there to her house so that I can see if she is okay. We are grateful for the woman who is the maid. She does not complain. She is an elderly woman. Even me and my husband, we sat down and we said, this woman, let us help so that they can increase her salary, because as for Joseph, he really does not even care. We are the ones that even go and buy the groceries. He is like a zombie. He is not the loving man that he used to be. But there are days when Joseph, he comes to my house, and when he speaks with my husband, when they are just having a man talk, there are days when he says that Joseph will be regretting, saying that he does not know why he keeps on returning back to Poppy. And when you hear him talking about he does not understand why he keeps on returning back to Poppy, you will think that maybe the witchcraft is no longer working on him anymore. But the moment that you try to tell him that maybe Poppy is using witchcraft on him, or if my husband gives advice to his brother-in-law and says that you need to dump him, otherwise she is going to destroy you, she is going to destroy your marriage, then he will get angry and say, okay, that's it, we have had a nice discussion, let me return back to my wife. Instead of going back to my sister, he will drive right next door and go to sleep with Poppy. Even if he finds that there is another man that is with Poppy, he would sit in his car while he is drinking alcohol and wait. My sister right now has HIV, where we do not know where it comes from, but she says that they used to get tested quite often and they were not even cheating on each other. She's saying that it is Poppy who gave her husband this HIV. The pastor told us plainly that it was not a normal accident. The dog that Dimpom saw, it was not a real dog, but it was a dogoloshim. The witchcraft started when Bobby was cleaning that house. She took Dimpom's underwear and used it to tie her legs so that she will never be able to chase after Joseph again. Whilst Dimpom is struggling in a wheelchair, Joseph is busy taking money from their joint account to pay Poppy, to give her money. She wears nice clothes, even though she stays in a shack. She wears nice clothes. She even has a car. Right now, it is a new car that she bought last year in November. Who knows where she got the money from? It is a total reversal of life. I learned something in life. You can be living a good life, then another woman will come into your house, then all of a sudden you start to suffer because your husband is now dating someone who is heavily involved in witchcraft. It is so painful. I have fought with Poppy openly in the street, and we have been fighting ever since she has done this. She told me and she said, you can scream all you want, Matlas. Even if you go to the police, I do not care, because she is dating a police officer who sometimes comes even with the police van and sleeps at her house. You know, it was many months ago. There was something that happened in our location. Many people were surprised by this. Some of the people, they found it to be funny. When you are not in that situation, it is easy to laugh at some situations. And what happened was that Poppy got involved in a physical fight over water with another neighbor over a water tap, because at the place where she stays, the water was not coming out. So their landlord had asked them to go and fetch water right next door. Then they started fighting. The neighbor then called the police. Then the police came, whilst the other police officer was speaking with the other woman. Then the other male officer, he was ready to arrest Poppy. He walked into a room and he went in there to take some statements. Then the people were standing outside waiting to see her being led away in handcuffs. Many minutes passed, 15 minutes. Then there was nothing that was happening in that shack. The voices were low, they were not even talking. So people got worried that were in the yard, thinking that maybe she had stabbed him since she is violent. One of the men in the street pushed the door to open and to check. All that he said, he was like, "Hey, man, who busy?" We could not believe it. The officer was not arresting anyone. He was standing close to the edge of the bed, and Poppy she was giving him a blowjob whilst she was sitting on the edge of the bed. Right there in the middle of the day, his manhood was out of the zipper, giving a blowjob to this police officer. The officer never arrested him. In fact, he is now her second boyfriend. He visits her shack regularly. Sometimes he even parks the state vehicle outside whilst he go in for his service. Poppy has been using her body and she do whatever that she wants. She is untouchable. She even have a single mom that she is sleeping with, that regularly comes to sleep with him. And whenever I see her, I just feel sick. And when I see the police officer coming to visit him, I feel sorry because he is another victim of the Corovella. And I hate my brother-in-law for bringing disrepute to my sister's life. We are reaching out to South Africa because we do not even know what else to do. How do you fight someone who uses your own kindness so as to destroy you? My sister gave this woman a job when she was hungry, and in return, the woman stole her husband and put her in a wheelchair. We really do not know what else we are supposed to do. The pastor whom we spoke with says that we need to pray. We have been praying, hoping that the power that has joined them, it is going to be untied. We hope that Poppy is going to stop using her charms. But you know, this woman, she is very evil. She laughs at me and my husband whenever we are passing, even in our car, because they are always sitting outside, these prostitutes. They are waiting for other men to come and sleep with them. So when we are passing, she can even laugh at us, and she can smile at my husband, like she'll be like, come here, lovey, I can give you what you want. Men in the community, they love this woman because she is very cheap. She has a very beautiful body, and men, they love her because of her big body. You know, men these days, they love a woman that has a big backside. And men, they go in and out. They are like dogs. They go and sleep with her, even though they know that she is doing this, sleeping with many men. I really do not know. Please, if there is anyone who can assist us, who is a sangoma, who can help my sister so that she can be okay, even if it happens that she will never walk in her entire life. But we just want the quality of her life to improve. Her husband is a doctor. He understands what the wife is going through, but he shows no remorse for the things that he has done to his wife. No remorse at all. There is nothing. He does not even feel sorry for her. It is something that is very painful to witness on a daily basis, to know that your sister is going through all of this pain, yet the husband goes and sleeps with this prostitute. When you post, brother, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our DM sister. Let us speak with our dear sister in the comment section. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Can you imagine? She's saying that they do not know what else to do. They don't know where else to turn to because of the things that are happening. Let us meet again in the following episode. I'll be back with another episode.